The New York Knicks just picked up their biggest win of my lifetime on the road, down 20 points. A huge comeback against the Celtics, who have just given us that work all year. And I will say, guys, before I get into the rest of the video, if you can't already tell, I am very sick. I haven't actually even been able to talk since Friday, so I'm slowly getting there. So bear with me fighting through this again. This is the biggest win that the Knicks have had in my lifetime, and I want to talk about it, man. So let's just get right into the nitty gritty. Mikal Bridges, if you just look at the box score, you're going to think, wow, I mean, 5 picks for that, 3 of 13. But what does Mikal do, guys? Down the stretch, comes up with key defensive stops, hits a corner three ball. But the biggest thing is just the deflections, the steals, the size, the length, the versatility, just being able to defend 1 through 5. Like Mikal tonight alone was worth the trade. I mean, if he can just continue this level of play, it's going to go down as a great win trade for both teams. But I mean, this is playoff basketball. This is the Celtics, a team that has absolutely dominated the past 2 years, and Mikal stepped in when it mattered most and made plays, and he was big time. Down three, of course, the Celtics had to inbound like 3 seconds. They threw it up to Jaylen Brown. He didn't even get a shot off because Mikal took it right from him. You can tell that even though Mikal hasn't exactly played up to the level of standard that we expected, when it's mattered the most, he has come to play. And I expect the rest of the series for him to do the same. Him and OG Anunoby, this is exactly why the Knicks traded for them, man. And we'll go right to OG. So, I mean, this was a phenomenal game. I mean, 6 of 11 from three, 10 of 20 from the field, 29 points. I was watching ESPN, Fox, and everyone was saying that, Cat is the most important player. And I'm thinking, as a Knicks fan, Cat is not the most important player in this series. It's going to be really a combination of OG and Mikal. And tonight you saw why, right? Cat did come up big in a couple of plays, right? But overall, it wasn't that great. But still, I mean, just the wings to be able to throw at Tatum and Brown, and of course to be able to close out on shooters and to force them off the 3 point line, right? If you're 6'7" with a 6'11" wingspan, it's going to be tough to get a shot off quickly over that. And then, of course, because the Knicks are moving around so well tonight, it wasn't like, oh, pump fake and then drive in and kick it out to another shooter. The Knicks were flying around. This was the best defense the Knicks have played all season. And they were elite defensively in the first round compared to other playoff teams. It was the Pistons, I'll admit, but still, like that has translated over to the Celtics. If the Knicks can continue to defend like this the rest of the series, they will win this. Like the Knicks will beat the Celtics if they can keep up this level of defensive play because they're not going to miss all these free throws. And certainly Cat and Brunson, I mean, they got up to slow starts. I mean, they kind of both had their moments. Cat got hot, Brunson got hot, and then like one got cold, one got cold. But I mean, eventually, like the Knicks are going to play this defense, and then their stars are all going to be on. Right now, of course, like yeah, like OG, is he going to score 29 every game? I'm probably not, but still, that's kind of what you live with is that guys have to pick other guys up. And not everyone's going to go off. Some guys are going to shoot bad. Some guys are going to shoot well. But if you defend, then your team can win. And that's exactly what happened too. It's the effort. I don't expect Cat to be an elite defender, but it's the effort. And he was elite in terms of that tonight. And he came up with some big time plays, especially in the interior. I mean, Cat couldn't have played any better. It's just the perimeter that's given him an issue. Cat was a +8, which was a starting high. Of course, Mitchell Robinson was a +13. And I do want to get into Brunson. I mean, I'll get into Hart. I mean, they're on the thumbnail, but I want to go to Mitch because in my preview, I said that if the Knicks beat the Celtics, it will be because of Mitchell Robinson. And no surprise, he was a +13, 7 rebounds, 21 minutes. Now, Mitch was 3 of 10 from the free throw line. He has 7 rebounds. He switched every pick and roll. He made it tough. Jason Tatum, towards the end of the game, missed a 3 from the top of the key that he normally makes. Yeah, Mitch was just you talk about length and size to be able to contest shots and to make it difficult. I mean, the Celtics were scorching hot against us in the regular season, but they only had to face Mitch once. And again, the game we had Mitch, it went in overtime, and he was phenomenal. And because Mitch is so dangerous in terms of matching up with him, the Celtics have to get out of their typical scheme and what they like to run for the rotations, and they have to go, okay, Horford and Cornet and have some more size too, because you can't just go small against Mitchell Robinson. Like he's going to eat you alive. I mean, Mitch was so good tonight, man. There was a lot of things Mitch did poorly that we'll get into in the film, but overall, I mean, he was great. Like Mitch literally was the best player for the Knicks in terms of the plus and minus. And then Deuce McBride deserves a lot of credit. I mean, he hit 3 threes, 4 of 8 from the field. He got going early. Brunson, he got a rest, and McBride came in and just played out of his mind, 11 points. If Deuce keeps this up, the Knicks are winning the championship. Like, I'm serious. Like, if Mitch and Deuce continue to play like this the rest of the playoffs, Knicks are winning it all. All the Knicks need is just two guys off the bench that can give them a spark. Precious played 5 minutes. Didn't really expect much out of him. I mean, Precious hadn't played all playoffs. Cameron Payne played 3 minutes. I do think that the Knicks need to play the bench more. I mean, McHale played 51 minutes, OG 46. Overtime, I get that, but as you could see, the Knicks were exhausted down the stretch, and thankfully they pulled it out. I mean, the adrenaline must have been through the roof. The Knicks knew, like, hey, if we end up blowing this, like after coming back down 20, it's how do you overcome that, right? So the Knicks, it feels like adrenaline kind of just pushed them through. They got it done, but next game you have to do it again, right? The Knicks did everything right. They found a way to come back, but they still have to do it 3 more times in the series to win. Josh Hart played in 45 minutes. You can make the argument that this was the best game that Josh Hart has played in a playoff Knicks uniform. 14 points, 11 rebounds, 2 steals, elite effort. I don't have deflections. I don't have loose balls recovered, things like that. I don't see that in the stats. But Josh Hart, all of the things that don't show up in the box score that make you an elite player. I mean, that's what Josh Hart did tonight. Even when the Knicks were down 20, it was led by Hart. He just kept fighting and fighting and fighting. And there was a point in this game where Josh Hart actually looked tired for how hard he was competing, how hard he was working. When you look at championship teams, they all have a Josh Hart on it, right? Like the Nuggets, I don't know if this is a good analogy, but the Nuggets have Christian Brown. He's kind of like our Josh Hart. And Hart, again, he took 5 threes. He made one of them late in this game, missed a three that would have iced it, obviously. But you kind of live with Hart and his inability to shoot, but he does a great job cutting. He defends hard. He switches. He's strong. Jaylen Brown can't just baby him, so neither can Tatum. And then we got to talk about OG just getting to his spots, knocking down threes. I mean, this was one of those OG games where everything he shoots looks like it's going to go in. Elite defense. I mean, Jason Tatum tonight was – look at this, guys. Jason Tatum tonight was 7 of 23 and 4 of 15 from 3. Now, you can't strictly just say that was OG because the Knicks collectively did a great job, like even Brunson when he was on Tatum. But OG made it absolutely hell for Tatum. I mean, to score 29 and to clamp up a top 5, maybe a top 3 player in the NBA on the road. I mean, OG Anunoby, if the Knicks win the series, we will look back at this and give him his flowers. I mean, he was absolutely elite tonight. Cat 14, 13. Like Cat, statistically, not a bad game by any means. But given it's Cat, he's got to step up every single game. The fact we were able to win with only 14 from Cat is kind of insane. But I mean, again, Cat's defense was very, very good. I need to go and look at the film. The game just ended. I want to go back and rewatch it and just break everything down. But just from my overall thoughts after the game, I mean, Cat, this was a gutsy performance, man. I mean, it really was. That tip in late in the game, a couple of defensive stops. Cat was flying around, man. He was also making adjustments. There was one time where he flew to the corner too quickly and he left Drew Holiday open in the paint. The next play down, or a couple plays down later, Cat was able to pick up that rotation and then also cut off the pass, make them second guess themselves. Cat was great. And then Jaylen Brunson didn't shoot the ball great from the field. He was 5 of 9 from 3, which was huge. I mean, the last 6 minutes of the fourth quarter, Jaylen Brunson just could not miss. I mean, of course, he did miss the potential game winner, but I mean, Brunson, he just put the team on his back. Now, I will say that the Knicks are a little bit too predictable. Going one-on-one Brunson, they're just playing a soft zone. Not really a zone, but they have a hedge where it's basically a double team, but it's not a double because Hart can't shoot. You can kind of get away with it. So the Knicks need a game plan to be better down the last 5 minutes. Jaylen Brunson can go one-on-one, but you have to have a little bit of flexibility there because the Celtics do have a lot of good defenders to throw at Brunson, and it's just asking for too much out of a 6'2" guy. So yeah, we'll see about that. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for the statistics. I mean, overall, the Knicks did miss what? Do the math on that, guys. The Knicks miss, was it 14 free throws? They also turned it over 12 times. A lot of them were careless. Turnovers happen, but the turnovers the Knicks were committing were inexcusable, just lazy, lackadaisical passes. But the Celtics, I mean, they end up shooting the ball 25% from 3. 15 of 60. They're not going to do that again, which is why it's so crucial that the Knicks, of course, continue to get better. You cannot go into the next game thinking you're the shit, right? You have to go out there and play good defense again, make shots, be physical. The Knicks matched the physicality for the Celtics, and that's why they won. the Knicks looked like a championship team tonight. They looked like they had been in that moment, and I just want to see consistency. I expect tired legs next game. I mean, this was a gutsy win. This was the gutsiest win I think I've ever seen for the Knicks. Just given that literally nobody picked the Knicks to win this series. Knicks fans can tell me they did, but if you're betting your life on this series, like, are you putting the Celtics or the Knicks? You're putting the Celtics, right? But I mean, I feel great about the Knicks, but I'm not going to celebrate, right? I'm just ready for the next game. Like, the job is not finished until the Knicks have won 4 games. This is the Celtics, bro. Like, let's go.